Hey guys, what is up? This is Panda Bear. I wanted to go over taking long A as a CT on Dust 2, a brief little guide to how to get there as just if you're playing it by yourself, or how you should be playing it with two people and how to get there with two people versus one person. First and foremost though, let me just bring up the map here and state that if anyone isn't aware, long A is a really weird. It's generally not considered to be a normal area on most maps. It's uncontested territory, and that the CTs and Ts aren't really given it anymore. That both teams can really contest it for it, and it either opens up the map or closes up the map. So if you're a T and you control long A, if you look at my mini map, it really puts a lot of pressure on A, and the CTs have to change the way how they're playing it. And if you're a CT and you contest long A and you take it, it really closes off A from the Ts, and you can put more pressure on the B bomb site or put more defenses on the B bomb site. So it's really critical to taking over as CTs or Ts. It pretty much helps you out tremendously, and that's why you see a lot of teams on CT side trying to get control of long A. And you see a lot of teams, sending out 3A as Ts try to get control of long A. So first and foremost, I'll go over how to take it by yourself. This is just if you're pugging. Generally, you don't want to take it by yourself. If you're in a scrim or something like that, you generally want to always have a boyfriend. But sometimes I like to go along. If I'm in a pug or something like that. To take it by myself, I'll generally come over here and I'll put my crosshair right here and throw that smoke. And then as I'm strafing, I'll throw that flash. And that flash kind of blows up in the middle of the air. And if I need to, as I'm running, I'll throw this flash to get in pit. Although generally you only need one of the two flashes, that one or this one. It's important to note that this flash right here, if you have the front spawn, will bloom way too quickly for the Ts. So you may not even do it, you may just do that one. But if you have the back spawn, that flash is really good. With the smoke down, you're really only needing to look over here. Although I always look away, just because they're throwing, this Ts generally are throwing a bunch of flashes out at the same time. So that's how to get to pit, as just one person. And once you're here, assuming that smoke's down, it's really easy just to shoot them out coming out. You generally have the advantage like this. You're in pit, only 1 or 2 pixels are showing versus like their entire body, etc. Now if you're playing with 2 people, same thing. You're gonna throw just the first smoke, and then I usually throw that flash. Oh, that was bad. Actually, that was good. But I usually do that flash as I'm running, and then my teammate will throw one flash, the same flash over as I'm going, and then we'll peek it together. And this is how you're going to play it if you have 2 people. You're basically going to sit in a crossfire, and this is very similar to Inferno playing the back of the bomb site as a T once you get the bomb down. So basically, you have a guy right here, and he's going to be watching any guys pushing up on the pit guy from over here. So he's just watching this angle. As people run at the pit guy, he's going to shoot at them. Vice versa, you have a guy right here in pit who's not peeking like this because this puts him in a 1v1 situation. Unless he severely has the advantage. For example, you have a smoke down right here and you can see her there. Stuff like that. But he needs to be angling out like this to pick up the guys who are trying to angle out on this. And then vice versa, you guys can throw flashes however you want to come over here and just peek it together and stuff like that. You can peek out, you can take peeks like this, although I don't suggest unless the smoke's down, because if this guy peeks right here and there's no smoke down, he's just gonna be dead. There's no reason for him to do that. And then our pit guy likes to get a molly because you can see under here. You can't do damage under here, but if you have a molly and you see them, you can throw that grenade. Then that was a molly, and it should blow up, and they're fucked. So once again, you're angling out here, stuff like that, and this guy is angling over here. And you can throw, whatever flashes you want. That was a bad flash, but etc. Something like that, or you can just keep doing this flash. I mean, I personally prefer this flash, but whatever. So that's pretty much how to take it, is 2 people and how to hold it. Now, if you get a guy in pit, and they didn't contest this area at all, this guy right here, the guy who's playing the cross right here, he doesn't need to stay here. He can rotate all the way back, come play middle, help support mid, help support B. Assuming you give them the guy A, he's probably watching cat over here, or playing angles like this. So it really opens up the map for CTs, allows them to take over, to defend the other bomb sites, extremely well. And this guy just needs to pretty much just hit this angle and just hit the shots as they're coming out. It's much easier to hold once you're in pit in that area. So yeah, that's pretty much taking over. Long A. So just a repeat real quick on the smokes that I like to throw. I pretty much just like this one, crosshair at the bottom window, jump, and your smoke just lands pretty much right at the door. If you get enough power behind it, it will go in the door, which is probably like one of the best smokes you can get. That was terrible. I don't know what I was doing.
I'm throwing smoke.
That may have done it. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I think that one landed in the door. Oh, whatever, close enough. But the other smoke most people throw is this one right here, and that smoke is just a result of. Sorry, I got stuck. That smoke is just a result of throwing this. Right, so it's just gonna land right here. This smoke isn't that bad. It allows you to get the pit, but it really secludes the pit guy off, and it really puts him in positions where he doesn't. You know, he's now fighting 2 or 3 Ts coming out of here, and this guy really can't back him up. So I don't like that smoke at all. I much more prefer the deeper one, which not that one.
I'm throwing smoke.
That one. I much prefer that one just because it's, you know, better. But there's actually one you can do too, which lands right in the middle. That one's pretty good too because then you can just sit back here and throw a grenade. And the way the angles are set up, you're showing less pixels for this, and this guy is showing less pixels. That it's easier to spam. It's much harder to. There's much more space. You're in more confined areas. It's much harder to spray through the smoke, and actually your chances of getting a hit are much more limited. So that's holding. Taking long A, holding it, how to play it. That's a really brief and general guide. There's much more intricacies to it. I'll go over that in another guide, but I just wanted to quickly get that over, show you guys some how to take over long A, some flashes or whatever. There's also other flashes. I suggest you check out Adren's guide. He has a bunch of flashes and smokes for long, stuff like that. So yeah. So anyways, check out the YouTube channel. I just smoked the top of a roof and my website. And yeah, you guys have a great day.